One moment, a lesson for a lifetime. It was an early spring morning. The world was quiet, wrapped in the hesitant warmth of a new season. Though winter had passed, its weight still lingered in the air, and in the hearts of many. On that morning, Dr. Edward Mason arrived early at the hospital, just as he had done for over 12 years. He was a seasoned physician, skilled, respected, but emotionally worn. Years of practice had dulled his spirit. He had seen too many diagnoses, too many goodbyes. He had learned to treat illness, not people's symptoms, not stories. What once stirred compassion in him had become routine, just another shift, just another patient. As he was receiving the morning handover, the ER doors burst open. Paramedics rushed in, carrying a small, unconscious boy, about 8 years old. His skin was pale, his breath shallow. The EMT gave a quick summary: severe allergic reaction. Airway swelling. Weak pulse. His name's Liam. Without hesitation, Dr. Mason moved into action. Monitors, injections, oxygen, his hands worked with trained precision. Then, in the middle of the controlled chaos, Liam's eyelids fluttered open. Barely audible, his fragile voice whispered, "Mister, I haven't shown Grandma my drawing yet." The room froze. Even the nurse stopped what she was doing. Edward stared into the boy's eyes, full of pain, but clinging to hope. "I haven't shown Grandma my drawing yet." It wasn't just a sentence, it was a plea, a dream, a tiny window into a soul that still wanted to live. For the first time in years, Edward didn't just see a patient, he saw a child with dreams, with love, with a reason to fight. A surge of something long buried rose in him, empathy. He leaned closer and said softly, "You're going to show it to her, Liam. I promise." Edward fought harder than ever before. Medications were adjusted, oxygen increased, his entire team became laser-focused. Hours passed. Slowly, the swelling subsided, and Liam's breathing stabilized. By evening, he was awake, smiling faintly, and asked again about his drawing. During Liam's week-long recovery, Edward brought him colored pencils and sketch paper. Every day, Liam drew, himself and his grandma, holding hands under a big tree. It was simple, but beautiful. On discharge day, Liam presented the picture to his grandmother, who burst into tears of joy and disbelief. Edward watched them hug, and for the first time in a long while, he felt something deeper than relief, he felt renewal. That moment changed everything. Edward started taking more time with his patients. He asked about their lives, their families, their dreams. He even began writing down patients' hopes in a small journal he carried in his coat pocket. "We don't just treat the illness," he told his colleagues one day. "We treat the person, and the story they carry." Months later, during another late shift, an elderly woman told Edward, "You know, Doctor, when Liam drew that picture for me," he said, "I thought I was going to die. But the doctor helped me stay alive for my drawing." That moment changed him forever. Edward looked down at his notes, but his thoughts drifted back to that spring morning. "That moment," he whispered, "changed me too." Moral: sometimes, a single moment, one sentence, one look, one fragile voice, can awaken something within us we thought we had lost. One moment can rewrite the story of who we are. And that moment, if we let it, becomes a lesson for a lifetime.